Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas. Your source for Maverick news and updates here, and I'm going to show you, do a walk around on the 2022 Ford Maverick. We have it here for in-dealership training, so it's going to be here for a little bit, so I thought we'd do a quick little video. I'm going to answer some of the questions that I have from Reddit as well as some other places in this video, and then of course, as well as while you're watching this video, if you're watching it live, while we're on there, I will be able to answer your questions, and of course, if you have any questions, drop them down in the comments, and I will try to answer those questions for you as well. So if you have any additional questions than what I've already covered in this. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the red subscribe button down below so you can get subscribed. Hit the notification bell so that way when we have another video with other Maverick news, you're going to get notified when that video goes live. So make sure you do that as well. So hopefully we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to walk around the front, answer some questions about the front, the side, the back, and the bed. We're going to go inside as well in this video. All right, so let's first get started on the front up here. A couple of questions that we had on the front of the vehicle. One of them is the front license plate bracket. And from what I've been told is it will be bolted on to the bumper here, and it'll be in the middle because you don't want it to get in the way of the active grille shutters that are down below. So you would not want it down here on the plastic because it will affect any airflow coming into the engine to not perform well. Now, come into the headlights. Somebody asked on this, so if you get an XL or XLT, you're going to see it's going to be a silver accent here on the top, whereas in a Lariat, that'll be the signature lighting. That'll be LED signature lighting on a Lariat, so you know that. Now looking at the grille here, this is one piece that comes across. That should be able to come off if you want it. We've already talked to some people that want to do a vinyl wrap on this, maybe body colored to that, so that should be able to pop off if you want to, whether it be XL or XLT, but that is one piece that comes across, just so you know that. Down here in this area, this is not something you'll see here. It is going to be a different whole front bumper. This is not something that it can pop off. So XL, if you don't have this FX4 package with the tow hooks, it'll be covered here. Basically it's one full piece. You can't pop anything off here. It's basically, if you want to like put tow hooks on, if an XL, you're not going to be able to do it unless you just cut it in yourself. But this is the molding. Several different moldings, depends on if you have the tow hooks up here or you don't. Somebody also asked if there's going to be a liner underneath the hood. This is a pre-production vehicle, so we're not sure, but more than likely not. There's a lot of vehicles that aren't, and usually when they have that liner in there, it's just for noise, to reduce the noise for the vehicle. So probably won't have too much of that. So we're going to go ahead and move around to the side here, and we'll show you some other questions that we had on the side. Okay, so moving to the back, really didn't have a lot of things that I need to answer any questions on the side. Some people ask about the offset of the wheels and the bolt pattern, and I'm really not much about that, but our aftermarket guy can answer any questions you might have on that. But moving to the back here, this one does have the tow hitch back here, part of the FX4 off-road package. This might have the tow package, and plus it has the luxury package which comes with it. So you have the tow hitch, you have the wiring back here too. Your plate is going to be over on the side. Let's open this up. There's a lot of things here in the bed I want to cover. One of them is in here. This one does have, of course, the spray and bed liner. So when you see that, you'll notice the Ford emblem in the back as she kind of spans around the bed there. So that is one benefit of getting the spray and bed liner from the factory, is you'll see the Ford logo on the back of the backrest. If you don't get a luxury package, then that's going to be, and you add a spray and bed liner as a standalone option, you'll have the Ford logo. But if you get it done at the dealer, it will not. So that'll be the difference in that. That's just something you'll notice. You kind of notice all the hooks in here. This is an XLT, so you're seeing all that. You get two D-links on both sides of the bed over here. I think you get one of those on the XL, and you gain the other one plus those loops on the front of the bed there. But now talking about these over here, so you do have two of these. See if I can do this right, because I'm not sure exactly. There you go. So these connectors back here, they're running separate. So you can just unhook these, and I'm not sure how to do it, so I'm not going to actually unhook it. But oh, there you go. So when you unhook it, your truck will come with two wires, one for both sides that will plug into this, and then you can run it back into there. And then there's a couple spots here. There's one right here. Sarah, you got that? So a spot there as well as one in the back. So that wire is long enough that it'll reach from here when you tuck it back in all the way through, and you can run it through like with a wire wire, and so you can run wiring back there as well as in here right there. So that's how that's going to work. So you're going to get 2 of those, one for both sides of that. So they've really made it to where you can customize it to your liking there. And on these plates here, you'll see this one does have the luxury package. So you see the 110 outlet with the LED light back here. Of course, it won't turn on. Oh, there you go. So you got 1 LED light back here. That's part of the luxury packages. XLTs will get the Kubbi on the right side over there. She's kind of showing you. I'll come around and open that up for you. So XLT will get 1 Kubbi. Lariat will get 2 if you don't get a luxury package. And then so you open that up, and you'll see inside. That's the way that looks. You can pull this out, and now it goes deeper down in there, as you can see through there. So whether you have, even on an XL truck, you're going to have this opening in here. So what you'll get is you'll get a plate that's going to go in here that's going to cover this up. So it won't have the Kubbi in there, but it'll have a plate covering on the XL on both sides of the bed. So you're going to have those plates on there. What he told me is you can take that plate off, even on an XL that doesn't have a Kubbi, and you can add different things in there. So if you want to put like a compressor or something that would fit inside the bed and then have it like bolted onto the outside, you can run that wiring in to wire into that if you want to, or some custom thing that really made it customizable, kind of modular for this. So regardless of how configuration you have, those holes will be in there, whether you have, a luxury package or a Kubbi on left side or right side, it doesn't matter. So go ahead and back up. So these rails here, this is part of the luxury packages, XLT or Lariat. These real easy to move these. So you just pull out. When you pull out, then you can move that rail. Now, it's easier to do from the bottom because if you have a bed cover, then that kind of gets in there, but you can move that around and locks into places in several places there. So that's how those rails work. Now, little known fact about these bed covers. Some people have asked about the bed extender with the bed covers. Did find out you cannot add the bed extender with the hard tops, whether it be the rolling hard top or the tri-folding hard top, because those actually bolt underneath. Okay, I wanted to stop right there because I did find something out after I cut this video, after they had training upstairs, that you can get the, looks like the cargo bed extender will work on any of the bed cover types. So the brackets do not get in the way of the bed extenders. And I'm going to show you right now some clips of what those look like, whether it be the roll-up aluminum cover, as you can see, or the hard tri-folding cover. It will work with the bed extender. You just can't order them from the factory that way. But with a soft top, this bracket can move. So you can bolt this bracket here, it would actually hit there. But if you then, when you go to put the cover on, if you bolt it further back, then that will swing in. I think Ford lets you order both of them together, but go ahead and order the soft cover, and then you can order the bed extender from aftermarket, from Ford Accessories, from your aftermarket departments and such afterwards. A couple things I want to show you about this tailgate. Most people already know that you can pull this tailgate in. You just pull that forward and it moves up to here. It gives you that spot so that this is level with the top of the wheel well, so you can put lumber and such on there. So a lot of people know about that already. We've seen videos of that. The media guide has that. Little known fact, if you take this and you put it on that bolt that it was on before, that height, if you add a 2x4 here, here, and here, and add about another like 1x4 or something on top, it actually lines up perfectly right below these rails. So that would actually line up right there. So if you added a 2x4 with a 1x4 on top of that or something like that, it's going to fit perfectly in there. Now, something that not many people have mentioned out there that our trainer had told us about, that's how they're thinking about those little things and the measurements and how they can make those customizable in the bed right there. So that's something I wanted to point out to you. These are real easy to do. If you kind of push your leg up, you can pull that back real easy, and then it just locks into place. Of course, you'd want to do it on both sides of that tailgate right there. And then, of course, tie down here on the bottom is a bottle opener for that too. So Ford's thought about a lot of those types of things there. So I think I've covered everything here on the back. This does have the sliding rear window. It's a manual sliding, so you can see it's very small. So if you can close up of that, Sarah. very small window there, but you also have privacy glass on the back glass on all of your trims, as well as privacy glass in the back windows, standard equipment on those. So I think I've covered everything. So here on the bed here. So a couple things, let's go move inside, and I want to show you a couple things in there. Okay, so I'm sitting inside, and keep in mind I am 5'10", so kind of look and see. I do have the seat all the way down, I will tell you that, you know, and I really feel like I can kind of see over the hood really well, even if I raise it up a little bit. You know, I still have lots of headroom. In fact, I'm going to show you a clip right now of a picture I took of somebody that's 6'4", and we lower the seat all the way down, and you can see how much headroom that he has. I took a couple different pictures, so you can see he had headroom as well, even at 6'4", and he had it moved back, and we're still able to put somebody a little bit shorter back behind him. So that's how that's going to look. So go ahead and span across. You can kind of see these are the luxury package. So leather wrapped steering wheel. I can't remember. I think heated steering wheel as well. Yeah, heated steering wheel as well. Heated front seats as part of the luxury package. Dual zone climate as well. You're going to see this XLT, so orange accents. And people have complained about that. So I'm not sure how easy these things can come out. Oh yeah, they can. Okay. So see these here. If you don't like that comes completely out. So if you don't like the orange accents, now here's what you have to look for as well. It looks like there's even a cover there if you want to run wiring. Somebody asked about putting a wireless charging pad in there, but you might be able to run it because there is like a little compartment, little thing there for wiring that can come completely out. So if you don't like that orange accent there, then that can come out completely. And this one down here, you can take it out as well if you don't like that orange accent too. So you have a couple different things. Now the orange accents on the vent as well as on this door. There are bolts here. So I don't know if you see that, but there are bolts there, so you probably could unbolt that, take that off, and probably 3D print a different color and bolt back on if you wanted to. Looks like that piece actually wraps around, so looks like almost all the orange accents other than the vents could be probably taken out of the vehicle if you really wanted to. So that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that they had done that. This little compartment here, it looks, you know, a little bit bigger on film, but you can see with my hand, you know, it is pretty small. Can't put a lot of things in there, maybe coins, some things like that. There is a little compartment up here. I should be able to put sunglasses in there as well on that. So people asked, looking up here, sunglass holder. He actually has the sunglasses in there. You'll have that as long as you don't have a moonroof. If it has a moonroof, you lose the sunglass holder up here, but you still have the lights up here on the interior in the vehicle. So, excuse me, day-night mirror, all levels. There's no, I don't believe there's auto-dimming rearview mirror. There's so much information now, I'm starting to lose track of some things, but day-night mirror, that's real easy to just flip that if you need to in there. So the visors come out. I've seen some video footages where it slides way over, covers up for any sun there. Of course, Ford's been doing that for years. You do have the mirror here. I think it's maybe illuminated on the Lariat. So anyway, don't take my word on that because I'm not sure. But pretty nice in how that looks. Right down here, these little buttons down here. So the one on the left is going to be your drive modes. So there's different 5 drive modes you're going to have, depending on if you're FX4 or any other vehicle. So that's what that little button there stands for. That should be your traction control button right there. And then that's your auto hold. So you can press that button when you have it running and let go of the brake completely, and it'll hold the brake for you. So that's what that button's for. This is your hill descent control because this is the FX4 off-road package. So you'll have hill descent control. That's what that button's for. And here's your auto start stop button. So, you know, a lot of people complain about the auto start stop, but, you know, it's real easy if you don't like it just to press that button. It's real easy to get to right there, and then your electric parking brake is right here too. So don't know if you got a clip of that yet, sir, but you got the USB ports, USB Type-C and A right there, as well as a power point over there to the right. So I think I've covered everything here on the interior I want to talk about. Oh yeah, the console here. Look inside. He's got some stuff in there. I don't think there's a power point or anything in there. No, I don't think so. Yep. So you just get the one power point on the front as well as one behind the console, which we're going to show you in just a little bit there on the back. So, all right, let's jump to the back and show you the storage back there and talk about a couple things about hybrid storage. Okay, so in here I want to kind of point out a couple things. First is this armrest here. So XLT and above will get this armrest that comes down with 2 cup holders. So you do not have to go up to the XLT luxury package to get this. It's going to be standard on all XLTs. And I know this is a luxury package, so you're probably saying, well, how do you know? Because here's just a luxury. Talk to the brand manager as well as on the updated order guide. That way, this is going to be standard on all XLTs. Take my word for it. Trust me. Okay, over here, you can see this does have the the system for the outlet and the USB ports back here. So if you're on a Lariat trim, you're going to have 2 USB ports, standard equipment, and a power point. If you go up to the luxury packages, whether it be XLT or Lariat, you're going to have this set up just like this in the vehicle. So that's the way it's going to look. So if you go XLT without the luxury package, you're going to have a power point over here. If you add the 110 outlet, it should be this configuration right here. You'll see the fit system here, so that's one spot. So get you as close as we can so you can kind of see, you know, maybe by, you know, the size, you can see my finger fits in there. Some people asked about the sizing and what they can fit in there. There's 2 indentions in there. There will be little logos on these for the fit system. Once this is a pre-production vehicle, so they're not on there, but the stickers, there will be a sticker with a QR code there, and that will be on most of those vehicles. So go ahead and open this up here. Now down here in the floor, real quick before we open up the rear cargo, if you do have a hybrid, you will lose about 1 inch of legroom here. It'll basically, you probably won't even notice it because it'll set up just a little bit, clear across, go from side to side on both sides of the vehicle. So he said most people probably wouldn't notice it if you didn't tell them about it, but you do lose 1 inch of legroom there. Inside here, you do have to pull this lever, by the way, to release it. You see it snaps into place. You pull it on either side to release it from down there as well as up here. You'll notice this is an EcoBoost, so you're gonna have all the storage over here on the side. You'll have 4 fit systems. Actually, no, you get more than that. You got 4 back here on the back and 2 up there. Actually, you get 2 more, so you got 8 in here. So you have 8 fit systems in here. Their thought is that you might want to put dividers in there into those locations to go across there, and they're going to have dividers that are available as accessories. And in here is where the QR code is going to be for that fit system in there. Hybrids you will lose on this side from about right here to about right here. You're going to actually, the battery will sit across there. So you will lose that much storage on a hybrid in the rear cargo area. So I think I'll try to get an image off of the website. I've seen it on some places on Reddit and such. So I'll try to get a clip of that if I can. If not, just know you on the hybrids, you will lose a little bit of storage there. So I think I've covered everything here on the interior. So let's get on the outside and wrap it up a little bit. Okay, I thought we'd do another clip and talk about the different dimensions and do some measurements. Got a tape measure here. Some of the measurements are a little different than what I thought, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. So first I want to do from the ground, kind of more ground clearance, which that should be available online, but if you want to see true numbers, it's about a foot. Just really depends on the look there, but about a foot. And I'm not going to be real specific down to the very inches and half inches here, but about a foot down there, you know, down to the height here to get in. You're about a foot and 7 inches on the, you know, stepping over and into the vehicle. So just so I kind of know that. I'm 5'10", so this is probably about 5'8". So let's go ahead and try to measure the height there. So it's about 5'5", 5'6", probably to that. So about 5'6" there. So now in the beds where I really want to talk about some measurements in here. So we're going to go from the floor the best I can to the top of the rail. And it's kind of a guess there, but it looks like right around 4 feet 1 inch. So as you can see, I'm 5'10". I can easily touch the bottom from over here. So depth of the bed. So we're going to go back here. We can get close. So the bottom of the bed to that rail is about a foot and 8 inches. So about 20 inches right there to that for the depth. This is the one that surprised me. The length was supposed to be 4.5 is what we were told. Right, and it is about, it's pretty close. So I'm going to the back, to this back, and it's about 4 feet 5 inches. So it's a little less than what they said lengthwise, but widthwise is the one that surprised me. They told us it was going to be 4 inches, and it's actually 4 feet 4.5. So wider than what they originally had told us there. Now with the bed down, they measured this earlier and I forgot what the measurement was, but we're going to do it again. So with the bed down, you're 6 feet 7 inches. So more than 6 feet to the edge of here. So if you do have like the, bed extender, it's probably going to go to about right here. So you're over 6 feet to the bed extender. So now get a clip over here. I'm going to measure these here, these little cubbies here. Kind of show you the dimensions inside. So in here, you're about 6.5 inches wide on the interior part of that with this floor in. It's about 7 3/4 height. Of course, it kind of it sculpts in a little bit here on the side, so it won't be the same. It's not square in there, and it's concaved in the top, so it's not completely square, but the opening, that's the size. Now let's talk about the depth here of this. So if you go all the way to the bottom, you're 1 foot 3.5 inches or so deep. And again, it's not perfectly. It's kind of scopes. It kind of scoops in, concave, so it's not going to be exactly square in there. But that gives you some of those dimensions. I'm not sure if there's any other dimensions here. I want to make sure I get them all before this truck leaves, but I think we got all those different dimensions there that I wanted to cover. Let me just double check here before I stop recording. So bottom of the truck to the top, bed rails, height of the depth of the bed, length of the bed, width of the bed. We don't have one with the moonroof, so I don't know the exact size of the moonroof. The cubby hole with the bottom in place. I think I have all the dimensions. I'm sure you guys will ask for one, but by the time this video goes live, it'll kind of be too late because this truck won't be here, but I think we got all those dimensions. Now what I want to do is I want to actually put some car seats in the back seat. So let's go ahead and cut to that footage and show you what it looks like with the car seats in there with different sized people in the vehicle as well. Okay, so we're added a rear-facing car seat back here, and this is where I have to position for it to fit in the vehicle. So again, I'm 5'10", it's pretty close here, so you can kind of see that, show what it looks like back there. So that's a rear-facing car seat, and it is a lot harder to fit that than the front-facing. I would suggest there is latch attachments for the 2 outside seats, so there'll be one on each side there. And so let's move this seat, because the best position to put a rear-facing would be in the middle, because then it wouldn't hit either of these 2 seats, right? And then you can move the seat back a little bit. And of course, this isn't secure if you secured it. And then you can use the inner latch system there on both sides where that would be, and you could latch it into that. So you could put one in the middle without any issues there. So let me go ahead and turn this around real quick for front facing. Okay, so we move this seat around. Now we have the, of course, it's a front facing now. You can see, quite a bit of room. I mean, I don't think we adjusted the seat. There's someone in the front seat right now looking at this, but I think that's still set about where I was. In fact, I think it's a little further back, but you can see a little more room. Yeah, you're gonna have kids that might have legs in there. Again, you can move it to the middle if you need to, but it gives you kind of an idea of where that's at. If you have someone over 6 feet, you're probably not gonna wanna put that car seat on this side. You're gonna wanna put it on the other side. And like we do, our grandchildren, we like to put our car seat on the other side so that from the driver can turn and look at the child in the back. So a lot of people will typically put it on the passenger side. At least all of our kids put our grandkids on, usually on the other side. So I think it'll work pretty well for you. So gives you some good idea of what it's going to be like with the car seats in there. So hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, check out some of our other videos. So I'm gonna, at the end of this video, on the end scene, you're gonna see the playlist that I have for the Maverick, and I have a ton of videos in there, as well as the XL, XLT, Lariat videos that talk about all the standard equipment, as well as just some different options and packages in that video. Some things have been updated recently, so I do encourage you, if you did watch those, to watch my last video where I did a Q&A, and I talked about the updated order guide with some changes that we now have to that. So if you watch those, I encourage you to watch the Q&A video as well that's included in that playlist. So check out that playlist if you're wanting information on Maverick. Tons of videos in there, as well as how to order the vehicle and how to get it shipped and everything like that. So there's a lot of dealers working with us. So I'll do a separate video on some of the processing and ordering and such like that in a later video, but I want to do a nice walk around video. So hopefully you got some good footage here and you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button. button. I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you have any questions, drop in the comments. I'll try to respond to those as quickly as I can and answer those questions for you. As well as if you, of course, you're not subscribed yet, hit the red subscribe button down below so you can subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. That way you get notified the next time another video uploaded onto our YouTube channel. We're going to be doing a lot of videos. I'm trying to do a weekly Maverick video, so be looking for those in the future. So we'll try to get those out every week, probably Tuesday, Wednesday, most days. Maybe do a second one on Friday if there's something I really feel like you guys need to know and is out there. So be looking for those videos. And don't forget, you can find us on social media sites. We're at McArthur on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Till the next video, we'll see you later. Have a great day.